Lovely Capricorns, welcome to your readings for May. Now, May does look to be a very interesting energy month, actually. I'm going to cut the cards and see what we are shown for you. Welcome, everybody, welcome. We have 10 of Ariel. There is so very much to be grateful for. Financial success and the promise of retirement, a rich and rewarding family life. That is a pretty exciting card to draw first for you. I'm going to take this one as well. 9 of Ariel. You've got 9 and 10. Your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love for the beautiful things in life. What an amazing start to your reading. Let me move our cards out the way, place these here, and we will draw more. Okay, this is really cool. Now, I feel like there's been obviously a lot of upheaval. I think we all know that. We're seeing this globally. Lots of things are shifting and changing. The energy of May sort of suggests that we can begin to start to construct something. It's like constructing the beginnings of the new out of the chaos, as it were, kind of thing. And that will be, on a personal level, things that have been restructuring or may even have been feeling a little bit stuck can begin to move forwards. Beautiful souls, do check out my moon month energy update on the Moon Magic Weekly Tarot channel, because there are also new moon readings with that. So this is the channel where I place my monthlies for all zodiac signs. Now, let's have a look here. What else are we shown for my lovely Capricorns? Welcome everybody as well, welcome. Okay, I'm seeing this and this. That one there is coming through, and that one on the base. Okay, what is happening for my lovely Capricorns, or what are the key messages you need to hear? New beginnings, how wonderful. The cycles of the moon. Here am I saying, check out my moon month energy update. It may well be useful for you. We also have lack, and we have you've done nothing wrong. Bless you. This is such a powerful card. I think that you can release something. Now, if we think of the energy of the somewhat chaotic and hectic shifting and changing of everything, almost. I mean, the main, just going to make sure that camera is focused, the main purpose, the higher purpose of everything that is happening is to raise our vibration, to raise the consciousness of humanity at large. That involves processing, in many ways, an awful lot of history in order to get to where we need to be in a space of higher vibration. What I see here is that there is an opportunity for you to, I almost want to say, find happiness. This, I'll draw your tarot cards in just a moment, but basically to move beyond something. There's something that is lingering around you, like the energy of something. Lingering, is, I think, for me is the right word. It feels a little bit sticky and clinging. And I think you can release something this month, actually, in May. Now, part of that stickiness, it's what I'm being shown. It's very, very interesting. What I'm being shown is that it's almost like one thing leads to another. And it's as though you have, if something either doesn't work out, or you have an internal belief about something, or you're questioning, that's what I feel. It's more of a questioning, a retrospective kind of viewpoint on something. And within that questioning, because you're in a space of questioning, it's holding you back, or it's locking you into a perspective where you can't quite attain something you want. So, for example, the card of lack. The card of lack says, leading a spiritual life does not mean living in lack. This card asks you to release any underlying beliefs that you may hold regarding entitlement and worthiness that may be blocking your ability to receive. When you have an abundance of wealth, both inner and outer, you will have an abundance to give and to share with others. So, I think what we have with this card is an opportunity to release something that holds you there. It could be that something, as I said, that there's something that you're questioning whether you did the right thing. You didn't do anything wrong, okay? You could be going back over it, questioning. Now you're being asked in this reading to sort of shift your perspective on this. Again, the full moon illuminates, helps us to shift our viewpoint. You're being asked to view this through a different lens and look at anything and everything that's happened as an opportunity for to view it as an opportunity for something rather than a limit of something. Do you know, it's really interesting. Something just caught my view outside of my window, and this is very rare, really. I mean, things catch my view, and what tends to happen is that whatever I'm seeing is very often shown to me as part of the reading, part of the message. And when I say it's very unusual, I was actually distracted by something, and that is unusual for me. Usually what I see is almost like it's integrating into the reading. I think the fact that I was distracted is part of the reading. There's something that has been distracting you. As I said, it's sticky, it's lingering, it's still on your mind. And you're being asked to view it not as something that should be lingering and holding you back, but it was an opportunity to grow through and beyond something. And I think it does connect for many of you to having something. Now, whether it is having stuff, or whether it's having love, or it's having whatever it is, whatever this stickiness, this lingering is, you're being asked to really release that, and I think there is an opportunity to release it. The question is how, because it says here, 9 of Ariel, your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success, a love for the beautiful things in life. So it may be that something actually arrives that was unexpected, that sort of proves that you've done nothing wrong, that proves that your lingering perspective or your lingering going over and over something was I won't say totally unnecessary, because you know we always, if we're doing a bit of internal lingering, then we're doing a bit of soul searching and a bit of reflection, and you know there's a time and a place for that always, because it's also how we learn and grow. But we can also linger too long. And that's what I feel we're being shown with your reading, my lovely Capricorns. You've been lingering too long with something. You've done the soul searching. I think something is coming as an opportunity. Very interesting with the New Beginnings card, it actually does say this card indicates that you are about to begin a new chapter in your life. Shed, release and cleanse. Let go of any obstacles, inner or outer, that prevent you from engaging fully in moving forwards. The time is right for a fresh start and a new beginning. The universe supports you in your growth. So this is a distinct turning point. It could well align with the full moon in May, because the full moon is a time when things are fully illuminated and there is an opportunity to release. Let's check in on this. We have, look at this, you begin with the Tower. Oh, wowza. Okay, right. So, and the Tower sits with the energy of Mars. So what we have here with the Tower and Mars is an opportunity to release, to let go, but you'll need to take action, actually. I don't know whether this is about you being decisive, or maybe, I wonder for some of you actually, whether something that has been lingering or you've been deliberating, it finally comes to your awareness or attention that this is actually definitely over. Something is definitely over. It's finished. Okay. So we have 7 of Swords, we have 8 of Wands. Okay. Yeah, with the 8 of Wands, I think something's going to shift quite quickly. Okay, right, let's just check in. I'll come to the 7 of Swords in a moment. I'm seeing this and this and this. I'm actually seeing all 3 of those and that one. Right, let us check in and see what we have here. Right, we have Judgment, yeah. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Pentacles. My goodness me. And we have the Ace of Swords. This is very, very interesting. Then we have Seven of Wands. Gosh, you've got all these aces. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. I mean, this is a serious point of a new beginning. With the Seven of Wands as well. This is letting go. This really is letting go. Or choosing not to be affected by something, actually, with the Seven of Wands. Making a personal choice to no longer be affected by something. I feel like for some of you, this will be a message for some but not all. I feel like for some of you, you've been made to feel guilty. I say made to feel guilty because whenever we can say, oh, you made me feel this. Well, we're kind of like allowing it on some level. We're giving away our power. But at the end of the day, we all do it. We all have an emotional response to what other people say and do because that's part of being human. Part of the rising to a new level of consciousness is learning to experience our reactions and our emotional responses fully, whilst also consciously choosing what to do about them. I mean, this is the nature of moving to a higher vibrational state of awareness and consciousness. So in many ways, this is part of your upgrade. You know, May is a month when we consolidate something of the learning that's been coming through in terms of things that are dissolving, things that are disintegrating, things that no longer serve us, letting go of those things, but also integrating the processing of that in a really conscious way. Now, this is very much what's happening in your world, Capricorns. So let's get to some details here. Yeah, I think this is about literally learning to recognise you didn't do anything wrong, managing a greater level of sensitivity, a strength of emotion that comes with that greater level of sensitivity, and sort of making choices, very conscious choices about what we do with this. So learning not to be overly affected, but also it's like feeling it but not being driven by it, putting yourself in the driver's seat. Now, in a very practical way, I do feel that something is going to happen quite quickly. We have the Tower starting, so this may already be around you. It's like this sort of this point with Judgment of choosing to really, really, really know and decide how you are going to respond. And there's something about somebody making you feel as though you don't deserve to have something, or you shouldn't be entitled to something. Or, I mean, if, for example, you were doing something, you're running a business and it's starting to thrive, and you feel guilty about it, don't. Have it and do something with it. This is about empowering you to use your own resources as you wish. Hard work leads to great success. Do you know, I'm really reminded of something. I watched a conversation. It was an interview with Elton John, actually. I think it might have been Graham Norton anyway, but I watched this interview. And Elton said, you know, he said, whenever I have an interview, the things people want to know about are my hair, my sexuality, and my flowers, because he has a passion for flowers. And he buys lots of flowers because he loves them. And he said, it's my money. If I want to buy lots of flowers, I will buy lots of flowers. I've earned this money. I've worked really, really hard for this. You know, and I have no doubt that he is, you know, a very, very, you know, benevolent and generous person and supports all sorts of things. But he also chooses to have stuff that he wants as well for himself. You know, it's not like he does well and, you know, he feels guilty about it. Actually, he's worked hard, he's done well. We can all do a lot of good if we do well, but we can do a lot of good And we can also simultaneously actually allow ourselves to have something as well. And this is the sort of energy here that's around you. It's like allowing yourself to have success, to move through anything within you that blocks you, any judgments that stop you from feeling like you're not allowed, or you can't have, or you have to be really, really thrifty because somehow it wouldn't be acceptable to be seen to be doing well. This is like a new beginning in your relationship with stuff and with money and with wealth and with success. You know, the Four of Pentacles can indicate the ability to give, but also the ability to cling and to hold on to. The Ten of Pentacles, bang in the middle, is a card of great success. This is about owning your success, and this is the shift that is available for you without any form of guilt. You know, if you're choosing to buy something for yourself because you've worked really hard for it and that's what you really desire, it's almost like this is giving you the thumbs up to do it. You don't have to do it surreptitiously with the Seven of Swords, nor do you have to take into account what anybody else thinks. It doesn't mean that you do this. This is not about greed. This is about honouring your own value. So it's not about growing from by stepping on others. This is about growing and having stuff that you're entitled to because of your own personal hard work and not feeling guilty about it. Because when you do well, a lot of people will be envious of you. And then that can lead to people feeling like you can only have things in secret or quietly. And actually, you are a greater inspiration to the world if you own your success. And again, you can then be benevolent, but with discernment. My lovely Capricorns, this is so fascinating. Now, I am going to be doing extended readings. I always do every month, and they are on Patreon and in the YouTube membership area. And I'm going to do extended readings, and in my preparations, I was really asked to look at very specifically the opportunities that are coming in May. Also, actually, before I just explain a little bit more about that, I need to let you know there is an extra video after this reading, in the same video, an extra announcement. My tarot course is now available for people if you want to learn to read to a professional level, or even potentially go on and learn to read professionally, become a professional reader. My course will absolutely teach you to do this and give you everything that you need to do this. So there is a video that tells you all about it, and also why I am actually opening the doors for the course at the moment. Even though it is still in production, there are very specific reasons for the timing of this. So if you're interested, do follow through after this reading and watch the additional video recording. In the extendeds, I am going to look at possibilities. I almost, for you, my lovely Capricorns, want to look at where you go from here. And also, if this becomes a little bit of a recurring theme, how to stop it lingering. Are there any tools, tips, information to stop this feeling of either guilt, or you can't have, or you can't be open about something, to really work with this, to see if there's any information and guidance about that, but also to really see where you can go from here. I mean, what are you looking for? Are you looking for love? If so, is that coming into your world if you shift this? Or as you shift this, are you looking for financial reward? Guidance as to the steps that you can take to move this forwards, not only to release, but to move this forwards, because I feel there's real opportunity here with the Ten of Pentacles. So I think that's where I'm going to go with your extendeds. You're very welcome to join me or not. Hopefully this will also be giving you a lot of information. I think for May, the major shift for you is around moving beyond this. Something, and there's probably something quite specific for you in your own unique circumstances that has lingered. That is holding you back, and it does need to be released. You can work with the moon. As I said, the full moon is probably a time of letting go of that. But there's a real opportunity here for you to move something forwards, and it's like start a new chapter, shed, release, cleanse. My lovely Capricorns, I think it is time for me to move to the extendeds. I wish you an amazing month. I think that you can move through and beyond something, and I'm trying to think of the right words. It's like, and excel at it. It's like excel at. It's like if there was a degree in entitlement, you can excel. You can get a first in your degree of entitlement. I don't know how better to say it really, but that's where we're heading here, and it feels pretty cool and pretty amazing. My lovely Capricorns, thank you for being here so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. I am absolutely thrilled to be reading for you today. I look forward to seeing some of you in the extendeds. Tons and tons of love, and have an amazing month. Hopefully some of you will be connecting with me in the extendeds, and also over on my other channel, on the Moon Magic Weekly Tarot channel with the moon month. You might find that really helpful, that video, knowing when to kind of release, when to sort of move forwards, when to ease off, when to reflect. A lot of people find those that working with the moon a really valuable and helpful thing to do. Beautiful souls, tons of love. Moon Magic Super Souls, thank you so much for checking out this part of the video. I'm really honoured, mega excited, very humbled to be sharing with you my tarot course, which is now available and open to join. This is the Moon Magic Master Tarot Program, and this program is designed to literally teach you to read to a professional level. Whether you want to read just for yourself, or you'd like to read for others, for friends and family, or you want to literally read professionally or integrate reading into an existing career pathway. The course is designed to support you in every possible way to do this. It's been very much guided from day one. I was nudged, prompted, guided. The synchronicities were amazing to get the course started. And along the way, actually, during the creation of the course material, I was shown really clearly that the course was to mirror the evolutionary upgrade that humanity is currently involved in, where we are being lifted to higher levels of consciousness. It's been a very profound and very exciting experience. And the students who jumped on board to trial material and work with me along the way, all of them have said this is a life-changing experience. So it's very unique. Now, I've created a homepage with a video that tells you much more about how the course works, and the curriculum is there, and you can really find out whether this course is right for you, whether it would sing to you. So do check out that homepage. I will put the link right at the top of the description box, and also in the comment that I post beneath this video as well. But I wanted to just let you know also why I'm launching it now. Because this course really has been guided from day one. And I've sat with this and really asked whether, now is the right time to launch this course. The course itself is still in production. It's completely created, but it's still in production. It's a mammoth task to create a course like this that works within an ethical framework. It's mega exciting. I'll leave you to check out that homepage to find out more. But I got a real big thumbs up that now is the right time to open the doors and welcome people in. We're going through so much upheaval. We are in the midst of this massive upgrade, and there's so much going on, and the course itself does also give you an anchor point. It connects you with a community of people who are all walking that spiritual pathway, who are all dedicated to their own personal evolutionary growth and their own contribution to the collective at large. And as I said, I have really sat with this, and I was absolutely given the thumbs up that now is the time to do this, to open the doors. There are amazing benefits actually for you if you do decide to jump on board whilst videos are still in production. There's over 300 videos in level 1 alone. whilst some of those videos are in production, it does mean that you will be one of the first people to actually complete the course and to access this material. And there's loads of it already there, but as it sort of moves towards its completion, you'll also potentially be the first people to join level 2 and to go on and be registered on the Moon Magic Finder Reader directory, which is about creating a directory of readers who work within an ethical framework. Again, I've spoken much more about this in the video on that homepage, so do check it out if this is something that is really floating your boat. We are also, I would add, seeing a lot of volatility in the financial markets across the world. And although that's not my primary reason for launching the course now, I am very conscious that here in the UK we already pay taxes on everything that we create, whether it's goods or services. These taxes have been here forever, there's nothing new. But gosh, if we start to add additional tariffs, if something is then added to the course that could up the price yet again, at the moment we're seeing goods affected, but what if this is applied to services? I kind of really felt I wanted to open doors and create an opportunity for people to jump on board before we see any more volatility in the financial markets. It's not my main reason for launching the course now, but it certainly prompted me to really look at this and seek guidance. Is now the right time to open the doors? And I got a resounding thumbs up. So beautiful souls, do check out the course if this is something that is potentially singing to you. Thank you for being here on the Moon Magic Tarot channel, whether this is the weekly tarot channel, the monthly tarot channel, just thank you for being you. Thank you for following readings, whether they are mine or other people's, because, if you're doing this kind of stuff, you are walking that pathway, that evolutionary pathway of growth, and, you're holding the light. We are light beings, and we are here to enable humanity to grow lighter and to live lighter, to see things differently, to do things differently, to be different, to live differently. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for just for being you, for supporting the channel and for supporting all tarot channels. And if this is singing to you, check it out. Otherwise, regardless, I hope to see you again really, really soon here on my channel. And thank you for being you. Thank you for listening. Tons of love.